Hello everyone, and welcome back to Technically Unsure, where I'm not really sure what I'm doing technically.
No, not technically. Let's go right now.
A while ago, one of you guys, a viewer, commented in one of my videos, I don't remember which video, they mentioned that there are some used thin clients on eBay up for grabs basically. And then he was telling me that these are a very good deal and they are very cheap, and it might have a lot of its own customers, right? So I just want to make a short video about it, and I just want to show you that if it is really worth it. So I ordered the thin clients the day he mentioned it basically, but I wasn't able to find some free time to do it until today, or more accurately tonight. I gotta record these videos at night so everyone is asleep, the house is quiet, and basically I'm not working at night, right? So anyway, the two thin clients today I'm talking about are the HP T520 and the Dell Wyse 3040. Number one. Number two. This one is the Dell Wyse 3040, as you can see right here. And this bad boy is HP T520, okay? So price-wise, that's all this video is about mainly. HP T520 comes with the power adapter, and they are sold for $33. Again, they are sold. That's what I paid, and I will put it on the screen now. What I paid, that's what I paid, okay? So if you go back now on the eBay and it is $100, I don't know, but this I paid $33. And even they were saying, like, if you buy 4 or more on eBay, it will bring down price of each to $29. So with adapter, keep that in mind. Dell Wyse 3040 on the other hand, without power adapter, it is $19.99. Just call it $20. And with power adapter, it goes anything between $25 to $30. There are different sellers, they all have their own prices, but I think the fair price with power adapter is around $30, okay? These prices are paid again today, right? This is what I paid, and I mean, I bought it like a month ago, but that's what I paid, okay? Also, let me be super crystal clear. If I ever get any sponsorship, I will make sure that you all know about it in the beginning of the video, in the middle of the video when I'm doing it, right? So far I've just done one. It wasn't really a sponsorship. I told them many times that I'm not going to be doing a favorable review. I will just get it from you. I offered them to pay and buy the NAS, but they ship it to me anyway. So it was the Ugreen NAS, and I make it clear in that video that I received the unit for free. So I was reviewing some AliExpress board, and someone in the comments were saying, like, you know, you're showing this with SSD and RAM, and they send it to you because they knew you have a YouTube channel. Not true. There is no way for anyone to know who I am when I'm buying those things, right? So these sellers just sent it to me just like any random person. They don't know who I am. So I just bought it. This is what I got. I just want to say that they worked. So there's nothing special about it. And in terms of specs, also there's nothing special about it. Let me tell you very quickly. The HP T520, as you can see, is chunkier and heavier. This one comes with the AMD GX212JC 1.2 gigahertz dual core SoC that comes with AMD Radeon graphics. But when I say AMD Radeon graphics, lower your expectations. Okay, did you lower it? Good. Now even lower it even further. This is not a, you know, gaming or video playing, even like 4K video gonna stutter, okay? So just so you know that, if you want to run a Linux desktop and do some coding, do some web surfing, office stuff, emailing, RDP, SSH, those stuff, right? Thin client. You want to do client stuff, you can absolutely do with this and more. Now there's some I/O as well we're going to cover. This one comes with 8 GB internal storage. This one comes with 8 GB internal storage. This one comes with DDR3 SODIMM 1600 MHz, 4 GB RAM. I believe this one uses 19.4 5 volt, 3 amp power supply. I mean those power bricks. And in terms of power consumption and benchmarks, obviously we're gonna go there. We're gonna test all that. And the Dell Wyse 3041, this one comes with Intel Atom Cherry Trail X5, which is Z-8350 1.44 gigahertz quad-core CPU. It comes with 2 gigabyte 1600 megahertz RAM and 8 gigabyte internal eMMC storage. Okay, so long story short, 8 4 gigagram, 2 gigagram, but this one comes with AMD GX212JC, which is 1.2 gigahertz, but does have AMD graphics. This one is Intel Atom. It's 1.4 gigahertz quad core. So both of them come with a gigabit Ethernet port. This one uses 5 volt, but it is the barrel jack. It's not USB-C or USB. It's not USB. Any type of USB. It's a barrel jack. I installed Debian on both of these machines. This one had absolutely no issues, no trouble, nothing. When you just literally plug in the Debian installer into here, into USB port, you just go through the steps and you restart it, everything works. No driver issue, no install issue, nothing, absolutely nothing. This is smooth. This one, there is a UEFI bug. Okay, so once you install the Debian, once you reboot it, it is looking for EFI file. It's not going to find it. It's not going to boot. So what I did was I just Googled it. I found some Reddit thread. I followed what people were saying, which is basically replug back in your USB Debian installer, going to USB installer, going to rescue mode, and in there, reinstall and force install grub. That's basically it. And after that, then this one worked. So this one you gotta do some stuff. This one it works.
But it just might work.
In terms of I/O, there is USB 3, USB 2 in front for the Dell Wyse. Okay. In the back, there is 2 display ports, as you can see, and 2 USB 2 ports and the gigabit Ethernet. That's pretty much it. Okay. And there's the barrel jack, 5 volt power supply connection. And this one comes with 2 USB 3 ports, microphone, and 3.5 millimeter audio jack. On the back, there is a VGA, as well as the same 2 display ports. There's no HDMI, just so you know. And there is the gigabit Ethernet and 4 USB 2 ports and power connection. This is 19.5 volt, 3 amp, okay? But in terms of power consumption, I don't think it's gonna use all that voltage. But anyway, actually, I can show you like inside of this as well. Let me put this aside. So I'm going to knock it on the desk and it's going to magically disassemble. There you go. Okay, so I disassembled it. Basically, it is very, very simple to assemble and disassemble it. This is what you get. Underneath this is the CPU, and this is what we talked about. In the back, it comes with the CMOS battery. So their CMOS have a password, but it is fire port, F capital, okay? And if it was something else, remove this, remove the power, let it sit for 10 minutes, put this back on, put the power, log in, and default password is going to be fire port F capital, okay? And assembly is basically you just find the Ethernet, which is this one right here, okay? You put it like this, and you put from here, this side. You put this side first. Well, I jinxed it. It was a straight. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, you put that in. You screw 2 screws. You get these 2. You screw them right there. Okay, you do that, and this comes with the thermal pad over here, and there is an opening over here which matches to this notch. That's basically it. Okay, so you put it this way. That's it. So if you ever wanted to open it, if you receive one in this form, you just need some spudge. You put it in there. Not like that, but you get the idea.
Well done. With the, like, I didn't see what happened, but you must have done something.
All right. I just wanted to show you it is very easy to disassemble as well, and to, play around. Let me wire this up and give you some, show you some benchmarks and how you can use this as your, workstation, let's say. Okay, I will be right back. You see the power consumption, and I'm going to press the power button. It jumps to 3 watts from 4 watts. So initially 5 watts, okay. It's going up. As you can see, it is booting into Debian, and it's 4.5. Now we are going into fast forward mode, and you can see how long it takes to boot. Okay, so let me log in. I believe it, it is idling always 5 to 5.5, 4.5. So average, I would say 4 to 5 watts. It sometimes goes to 6 apparently, but yeah, that's about it. 6, 5, 4. Let's see. So now it's idling at 3. If I open up a browser, let's see, 4.3, 4.8. Idling at 4, 5, yeah, something like that. Okay, not bad, 4, 5, okay? 4, 5 watts, sometimes 6 when it's under heavy load. By heavy, I mean launching a browser and going around. Anyway, I'm joking. It's not that bad. Let's say, let's go to YouTube, right? By the way, I installed XFCE. I just wanted the desktop to be lighter. So it didn't go with GNOME, but you can absolutely do that. Let me also load the sensor, P-sensor, okay. And if we do 4K demo, so 720p, 60 hertz, 60 frames per second, sorry. As you can see, 720, 60 frames, it's already dropping frames, okay? And you can see the stutter. So I don't need to go above that and higher. And as you can see, also CPU usage is 90%, right? So the thermals are good because there's not much, horsepower. But yeah, that's pretty much what you expect in terms of, power. And I can even show you some more with some benchmarks. So, by the way, my screen resolution is 1080p, okay? 1920 by 1080. So if we do sysbench threads, we said this one is quad. So let's go 4 and CPU and run. As you can see, the CPU usage is at 100%, and that's the thermal, yep. And then the CPU events are 1400. Just for the context, Raspberry Pi 5 is 10,000. Raspberry Pi 5 is 10,000. But remember that Raspberry Pi 5 does have like a 2 quad core separate, 2.4 and 1.8, ARM CPUs and so on. So yeah, this is a, let's say 1/9 of Raspberry Pi 5. But that doesn't mean you can't do anything with it, right? This is first of all $29. Remember that. Used, but it is with power adapter $29. If you have your own barrel jack, or you have 5-volt adapter and you're willing to basically cut out this barrel jack and insert and solder your own USB-C port, let's say, or USB micro, easier, you can do absolutely, or even straight just wire, right? You can solder that and have your own wire. Then it's $19, $19.99, $20, okay? So $20, you can absolutely use it as like your daily driver. Not daily driver, I don't know, because daily driver, you're gonna watch videos and it's not capable of that. But you can do some web surfing and like some coding. And if you want to see, like if we do like iPerf test, you will see that the Ethernet is also working, and it is as they advertise. It should be 1 gigabit. Yep. So you have the gigabit Ethernet, and it's functional gigabit. You have DisplayPort, and you have USB ports. So I guess you can maybe you can use the USB ports and use something like this, and even connect a SATA disk to it, right? So this is a USB 3, and actually, you know what? Let me try it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to connect this and connect that to the front. Let's see if I have G-ported. No. Okay, so as you can see, it detected the 8 terabyte disk, right? So I ripped it off from one of my old test videos, which does have the ZFS, okay? Let me delete that and allocate a new file system. And let's do that very quickly with, I guess X4 is fine. Okay, let's mount that. MNT USB disk. Okay, let's do a quick DD test. Let it run for a while. I'm just gonna hold it like this, and I'm copying from dev0 to the test.io file in the hard disk, and yeah, 327 megabyte per second. Okay, roughly. So you get the USB 3 speeds. Okay, and the power jumped up to like 6 watts. So once I connected the USB 3, it jumped to 6 watts. So as you can see, you can use the desktop environment. You can do some web surfing. You can connect the USB disk with like this, an adapter. There's display ports and all that. Yeah, you can turn this into some machine. You can use it if you have a use case for this. I just wanted to show you this. Let's switch very quickly to the other one. I will be right back. Okay, so I powered I wired everything up. Let me turn it on. Okay, as you can see, it jumped to 7.68. Okay, this is obviously a little bit higher TDP. Okay, so you can also see the speed it is booting into Debian. Okay, so we are back. As you can see, this is a 1080p display. And if we try to, oh, by the way, you can see that's 9, idling between 9 and 8, 9 and 8. So almost double that one, okay? And if we go to my favorite site, YouTube, and try the same YouTube video, by the way, both of them are cooled passively. There is no fan or anything, so these are absolute, 10 watts. And these are absolutely completely silent. There's no moving parts, okay? So yeah, this one does have some AMD Radeon graphics, right? But yeah, don't, as I said, lower your expectation and then lower even more. So this is 720p and 60 frames. So yeah, kind of same as you can see. So yeah, this one is playing a little bit smoother, but it is also dropping frames, just like the other one, and 720. Kind of watchable. It stutters here and there and drops some frames. Okay, now it's not dropping anymore, I guess. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is a little bit, okay, it actually dropped to 480, sorry. It dropped to 480. It automatically dropped to 480. If we go back to 720, I guess it's going to start dropping frames. And it's not even loading. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so same story, right? As you can see, stutters and it's not able to play. Yeah, it's dropping, okay? And if we go to the P sensor, you'll see that it is okay thermally. Yeah, thermally it's okay. So yeah, just so you know, this is the case, okay? You can't really play a lot of, CPU usage is already 100%. So it's dropping frames at 720, okay? So that being said, let's also do a very quick sysbench on this one, okay? So if we do sysbench, Okay, same score almost. Let me also make sure if I do 4, it's not 4 thread. I know it's 2 core, but maybe it's 4 thread, 2 core, 4 thread. I just want to make sure. Nope, it's same. Yeah, 2 core, 2 thread. Okay, yeah. So it's actually a little bit slower. It is slower. So as you can see, it is 1/9 of the Raspberry Pi, and it's an identical OS. This is also XFCE, and it's exact same Debian. I install everything same. So let me very quickly install the Gparted. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same test on this on the USB 3 port. Okay, so I plug that in. Let's go to Gparted now. Well, this is definitely acting slower, but okay. Okay, there you go. All right, so we got the 8 terabyte NVMe SSD plugged in. Now let's do this very same test. First, let it run for a while. It jumps to 11, 12 watts even. Okay, yeah, yep, 12 watts. So when you're using the disk full power and writing to it constantly, it stays at 12. And if I stop it, and this is even slower than the other one. Okay, so overall this one is chunkier and looks like a little bit slower, and it's kind of given because this, although contains more RAM, it does have 4 gig, that one is 2 gig RAM, but the processor on this one is dual core, and that one is a quad. This is 1.2, that's 1.4, okay? But yeah, also USB 3 is slower on this, is 300 megabyte. In addition to all these tests that we just did, I just also want to try one more thing. So I do this frequently when I'm doing, let's say, malware analysis, reverse engineering and stuff like that, right? So I like to log into, like, you know, Tails or Tor-based machine, basically. So I have my own Tails USB. I just want to see if it boots into Tails. So what I mean by that is, as you know, Tails is the anonymous. By the way, F9 on this one is the I should have been faster. F9 is the boot menu. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you go to legacy and USB. Tails is not the UEFI. So let's go with the legacy. Okay, so Tails is the anonymous operating system. Basically, the whole thing runs on the RAM, the operating system, and uses this flash. You can install Tails. That actually basically defeats the purpose. So what I do is, you know, you're totally anonymous, and it's basically the dark web browser, right? The Tor. So I just want to see if someone can use this machine or this machine to basically plug a Tails USB and just surf the web, and you know, on this 20 bucks machine. So let's fast forward till the Tails boot. Okay, actually it booted, and it took a while. It was slow, but you know, it did the job. I can actually boot into Tails on these machines, and as you know, Tails does have only x86, right? There is x64, x86. There is no ARM-based ARM version of the Tails. So if you want a very cheap, you know, dark web surfing machine that if it gets infected or, you know, something happens to it, you want to run some malware, you want to test something, you can go with this. And you know, this just can boot into Tails basically. Okay, it took a while, but it seems like finally the Tor browser is loaded. So let's confirm that it works. Let's go to this website. Okay, so yep, that's definitely working, and that's definitely not me, and that's Tor exit note. Okay, so yeah, Tor browser is working, although I have to be fair and honest, it's a little bit slow. Overall, Tails is slow and Tor network is slow, but yeah, you can, if you're okay with a little bit slow browsing, this definitely can load up the Tor and you can do your stuff. And you know, when the cops come to arrest you, you plug that out.
That doesn't compute. Wait, you're under arrest.
There you go. And then it goes away. I'm just kidding. Don't break the law.
Isn't that against the law? I am the law!
And yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you these two machines and their price point and their performance. So half the price of a Raspberry Pi, both of them, maybe this one maybe even much lower than that. So yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys, and let me know if you have some other odd, you know, things like this. I really don't want to see, you know, old computers that can still be used just go to e-waste and just destroy it. If somebody can find some use for these, that's a win for everyone. So yeah, if you know any other good deals, you know, that on eBay or some AliExpress or whatever, just let me know. I would like to take them for a spin like this and test them out and share it with the others. So someone might have some use for these, and this video might help them. So anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.